Welcome back to TKL Talks. It's your girl TKL, and this platform is dedicated to empowered women. Why? Because we need to be empowered too. We're going to have a candid and authentic conversation about life's highs, lows, ebbs, and flows. But before we get into it, y'all, you know we need you to do. We need you to like. We need you to subscribe. We need you to hit those notifications buttons because we need you to be abreast of every episode that we are dropping. And not only am I going to be talking to my amazing guests, but I'm talking to you too. So I need you to get into those comments. Tell us what you're feeling. Tell us what's standing out in the comment section. But I am so excited about this series, y'all. Woo! This series is called TKL BAWSI series.
Come on.
Yes, BAWSI, becoming a woman of significant influence. Yes, y'all, I get the opportunity to sit with some amazing, powerful women who have accomplished amazing things. But I want to know, who did you have to become to get to where you are today? And right now, I get to introduce my first guest, my bossy guest, Atiya Johnson. Welcome to the show, Atiya.
Oh, thank you.
I'm such
Oh, Lord.
I know we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have
Yes,
a good time.
a good time definitely is going to be had.
For sure, for sure. But before we get all into our good time, Atiya, I gotta tell the people how accomplished you are. Okay.
Okay. Here's where I start cringing.
Don't be Christian.
Underarms start sweating. I'm going to try to keep my composure, but come on.
Okay. All right. Bossy Atiya Johnson is a highly recognized motivational speaker, beauty professional, entrepreneur, author, product line developer, podcast host, and community advocate for well over 2 decades, y'all. Atiya became an entrepreneur unexpectedly at age 17, and we're going to get into that later. And she is the proud owner and operator of a beauty salon, Jana's Hair Salon Studio. Atiya is also the owner and CEO of the very first Black-owned, female-owned, operated cosmetology school in the state, the entire state of New Jersey. Let's specify, okay? Listen, also, Atiya recently, her organization was recognized by, come on, y'all ready for a drum roll? By Beyonce No Carter's foundation, Be Good. Oh my goodness. So they are partnered with her for her most recent philanthropy project, where she has been able to give more access to her students. And it is an amazing accomplishment. So Atiya, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my
So
goodness.
listen, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all listen. Let me just first say, before we even start a question, I would not have been able to write that bio.
Okay.
So I know you're going to talk about team.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, my team did
The
that.
team was a part of that.
Girl,
Yes.
you asked me what's my, oh my God, all that made me cringe.
You never give yourself the flowers.
Girl, you ain't lying.
You just work, you just do.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're going to give you your flowers today. We're going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. So the first thing I want to jump right into it, Atiya, is at the tender age of 17, you were thrusted into entrepreneurship almost like overnight.
Yeah.
Where you took over your mother's salon.
Yeah.
So I really want to know, what did that look like? Like, how did you did you volunteer? Were you voluntold? Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and how that came forth?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep that really short, because that could be a long story, right?
Yeah.
But so yes, like you said, thrust into that kind of thing at the age of 17, still in high school. I was going to Camden County Technical School for cosmetology.
Okay.
Right. And coming out, so I was there for 4 years. Going to Camden County Technical School for 4 years. So once I got to my senior year, my mom ended up losing her mother, her oldest brother, and her youngest brother.
Gotcha.
All within a year apart, right? Back to back. And so of course, anybody, and I'll talk about how we women are very strong. Sometimes we don't even realize, right, how much we're doing for other women, especially in the industry that I'm in, right? We speaking life into women. I say all the time, we're not only building beauty from the outside, but on the inside. And so for my mom, who had that kind of we all lost somebody before, right?
Yes.
So we know what that feels like.
Yes.
But to lose three people
yes.
and your immediate family,
Mm.
right? I mean, all of her family wiped and within a year. And so she ended up having a nervous breakdown, if you will. And now, you know, I'm big on mental health now because of those things that has happened and transpired into my life. So it's so funny that you asked, was I thrust into that? Was I voluntold?
Yes.
It's so interesting. I wasn't either, right? I wasn't voluntold because my mom ended up leaving.
Okay.
And just to kind of get herself together. It's hard to be able to still breathe life
Right.
into women sitting in your chair when you don't even know what life feels like in that moment.
Yes.
Right? And so so I just kind of took on the reins, but a salon full of clientele, right? A salon full of clients. And so I realized you got to pull yourself together.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, I couldn't go out into this salon and tell people what was going on with my mom.
Gotcha.
So you know, one of the things I say all of the time, and it truly was what it was that I just truly wanted to make sure that my mom's legacy didn't die.
Continue. Yes.
And
so goodness.
So it wasn't like I was just going through the motions, right? At 17, you don't even know. I didn't know about paying personal bills, let alone business bills. Right. I'm worried about what dress am I going to wear to my prom? My mom's not here to help me with my dress, right? My mom's not here to help me with my hair. And so I'm worried about a lot of those things.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily thinking about what does this business need. And just truly just going through the motions, taking one step at a time, and just making sure that the streets wasn't talking about my mom.
Right. I know that's right. Listen, we always hold mom down.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm hearing you say was the foundation was already laid because you were already in the salon working with mom.
Yeah.
And so I know that had to be traumatic. You know, you're a young girl.
Absolutely.
You know, you want your mom. We need our moms,
Absolutely.
right? So, but what was instilled in you was something where it was like a go getter tenacity. Like we're gonna snap into action. We're gonna make this happen. We're not gonna let this legacy die.
Not at all. So it's so interesting. I grew up in Camden, New Jersey, right, and came from a family that was poor physically, but rich mentally.
Okay.
My dad was rich in a mindset, right? So he instilled that in us, and I'm a karate kid at nature.
Yes.
All every night, Monday through Friday, we was at the karate school.
Okay.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And so, but being in the karate school, having that again in the inner cities of Camden, but having that rich mindset, my dad trained us on certain thought processes of keep going strong and never give up, right? So we had this thing where we say us at the end of karate, at the end of class, we will always say, you know, us, and that simply means keep going strong and never give up. So in those moments in my life where it's like, okay, this could take me out, right? That's the one thing I go back to.
Got you.
So in that moment, I was like, oh, this ain't about to break you. You got to keep going, right? It's a fight or flight kind of mentality. And so for me, because I was trained and raised on that thought process of keep going strong and never give up, it was like, it's time to fight.
It's time to fight. Oh my goodness. Listen, somebody needs to put that in the chat. The word is us.
Yeah.
Keep strong.
Keep going strong and never give up.
Keep going strong and never give up.
Yeah.
Listen, this conversation is going to go deeper. We're going to go further. She's already dropping gems. After this, I'm going to be talking to Atiya about just the things that was instilled in her. That us. What did that look like on a day-to-day basis? What did that look like as a 17-year-old going to school, coming to handle a salon? So I need you guys to make sure you have liked, subscribed, hit the notifications button, because you're going to want to hear the next part of this conversation.
Yes.
See you guys soon.
Don't miss out on the opportunity to be inspired, informed, and empowered. We are B3 Media TV.